When you dive into the world of rap music, you'll find plenty of artists trying to craft an iconic tough guy persona. They inject their tracks with raw aggression, intimidation, and a sense of menace, striving to mimic the gritty street life reminiscent of legends like Tupac and Biggie. Yet, the reality is, beneath all the lyrical bravado and larger-than-life personas, many of these artists aren't as tough as they appear. The true test of their toughness comes not from the studio, but from the streets, where one of every rapper's worst nightmares is to be confronted by actual thugs. This is one of the many reasons they surround themselves with bodyguards at shows and events. Sure, rolling with security is always a smart move, but it doesn't guarantee immunity from being pressed by the wrong crowd. One misstep or wrong word can lead to bloody confrontations, and no, the lyrics won't save them this time. In this video, we delve into stories of rappers who have been pressed by real goons. Stick around until the end of this video to see which rappers really got pressed by thugs and the unexpected ways they responded. One even ran so fast that you thought he was fearing for his life. To begin the list, we have the American rapper Young Buck. Young Buck and 50 Cent have been at each other's throats for years. They once rolled together in G-Unit after Young Buck replaced Tony Yayo, but their bond shattered when 50 Cent kicked Buck out, kickstarting a feud with multiple diss tracks and public drama. In 2019, things got heated when a 50 Cent fan confronted Buck in a store with the camera rolling. When Buck was asked about his beef with 50, Buck coolly told him to stop recording. That's when the 50 Cent fan said something about fighting, and Buck said they weren't going to be throwing down. He told the dude he had something in the car for him, and the guy said he had something in the car for him too. Obviously, they were talking about weapons. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but the situation could have gone bad really fast. This wasn't Buck's first brush with danger either. Back in 2000, he survived getting shot multiple times when his house was robbed, and in 2012, somebody tried to take him out again in a drive-by. Buck's lived through some intense moments, and at over 40, he deserves to shop for groceries in peace without dudes starting problems with him. This was similar to what happened to our next rapper, YK. In 2020, a viral video showed some dudes in Canada pressing YK at the mall for not checking in. YK tried to avoid them by hanging out in the store and had mall security walk him out so the guys couldn't get to him. Then, almost the same thing happened at a mall in Miami. YK was walking through the mall when a bunch of local goons tried to press him. They followed him and challenged him to box, but YK just ignored them and kept moving. Luckily, he had his security with him and made it out without getting his hands put on him. YK isn't welcome in a lot of cities, and in 2018 his bus was shot up after a show in St. Louis. It's not clear who tried to take him out or why, but it seems like YK knows how to make enemies everywhere he goes. And if you thought encountering thugs while minding your business in the grocery store or mall was bad enough, how about encountering them and almost getting shot at a gas station? That was exactly what happened to our next rapper, Rico Recklezz, a rapper from Chicago who is notorious for beefing with almost everyone in the city. He came up as a Black Pea Stone, but later he decided to start his own crew and stopped banging sets. He earned the nickname Recklezz after tearing up the streets reaching for the guys who shot his mom and sister. However, a few years ago, Rico found himself caught lacking at a gas station and nearly got shot too. Rico ran into a guy at the gas station and everything seemed cool at first. The guy was filming them chilling, even pulling out his strap and showing it off for the camera. But after Rico went to leave, the guy told his homies he was going to press Rico. In another video, he walked up to Rico's whip with his burner out, asking if he was dissing the GDs. Rico turned to look at him, and as soon as he saw the gun, the driver of the whip floored it. Luckily, Rico made it out without any issues. That wasn't his only near-death experience at a gas station. Last year, Rico encountered some fans who wanted a picture. At first he was cool with it, but then one of them joked about robbing him. Rico quickly shut it down and hopped in an Uber to leave. As they pulled out, someone at the gas station started shooting. Rico got hit in the back, but the wound wasn't serious and he made a full recovery. Hopefully he started moving differently at gas stations because obviously Rico can't avoid the drama. Also, if you're enjoying this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel because trust me, you don't want to miss the next set of videos that we're currently working on. Now, let's get back to this one. Talking about people who just can't stay out of drama, we cannot help but mention the talented Memphis rapper NLE Choppa. On a song, Bring the Hook, young boy dissed O-Block and King Von, and it got the internet buzzing. DJ Academics made a tweet saying NBA Youngboy on demon time right now, which made things worse. Lil Reese responded by saying, "That ain't no demon time, he's just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap." NLE Choppa then agreed with Lil Reese, saying, "I stamped that." Choppa's comments drew unwanted attention from Youngboy's fierce fan base. While Choppa was at the airport waiting for his flight, one of Youngboy's fans, who was also a thug, confronted him. The fan recorded the encounter asking, "You NLE Choppa?" When Choppa confirmed, the fan swung at him and the screen went black. After the altercation, the fan was seen talking on the phone, bragging about what he'd done. Choppa addressed the situation on social media, clarifying, "It's a difference from getting hit and falling than fighting in flip-flops and falling on your own. I fell throwing a punch. I didn't get hit till I was on the way down and my backpack was 20 pounds. In an interview with Revolt, Choppa tried to play it cool and stay unbothered, indicating he wasn't looking for any more drama. The same can't be said for our next rapper from Detroit, TJX6. Known for inventing the genre of scam rap, TJX6 blew up with the track Dark Web back in 2019, where he rapped about stealing identities and credit card fraud, but it didn't take long for the scamming to catch back up to him. A couple years ago, TJ made a bold move by posting Lil Baby's ID on social media, claiming he was going to get rich off his name. Fans urged him to take it down, but TJ didn't listen and kept it up. A few days later, while shopping at the Lenox Mall in Atlanta, a group of goons confronted him. A viral video showed TJ running away as the goons tried to put their hands on him. Later, he hopped on IG Live saying, "Man, when you gotta run, sometimes you gotta run, bro." People were clowning on him like crazy over the video, but TJ said he was outnumbered like 10 to 1 and wasn't gonna hang around just to get beaten up. That's right, when you come across situations like this, the best thing to do is to run as fast as you can. However, Lil Durk doesn't agree with that. His solution is to face the problem no matter how intimidating it is. When it comes to intimidating figures, The Game is a name that definitely comes to mind. He's not someone you pick a fight with unless you're ready to get whooped. A West Coast legend, The Game never backs down from beef or disses. However, that didn't stop Lil Durk from pressing him when they crossed paths in LA back in 2014. At the time, Lil Durk had beef with Tyga, who featured The Game on a diss track, Sharik to LA. The Game's verse, nearly 4 minutes long, took shots at various rappers, including a jab at Durk. "I don't fuck with no new, they like to sue, no woo. Tyga hit me like Durk dissing Dirk Nowitzki, Durk who? Never heard of these?" Shortly after the track was released, a video made headlines about Lil Durk and his goons confronting The Game at a club in LA. With both sides yelling and shoving, it looked like a brutal brawl was about to take place, but luckily it never escalated. The next day, The Game took to social media to announce the beef was squashed, and Lil Durk confirmed it in an interview on The Breakfast Club. The Game later talked about the incident, saying that he and his crew later went on to find Lil Durk, but decided to let it all go away after seeing how little Lil Durk was. However, Lil Durk definitely didn't let that slide, as he hopped on social media and said, "You found me, LOL? WTF, glad I'm not an ex-gangster." It seemed like the beef might reignite, but after a while, it all died down. Guess The Game didn't want his ass pressed after all. And for the last on the list, we have when some thugs in St. Louis tried to check Lil Baby. He was gearing up for a show, lacing up his shoes when the goons spotted him and started talking trash. Lil Baby, unsure of what was happening, replied, "What are you talking about?" The goons were upset because Lil Baby was in their hood without giving them a heads up. Despite not being in his own territory, Lil Baby stood his ground and thankfully things didn't escalate. However, things definitely did escalate with 6ix9ine when he came across some Florida thugs in March of 2023. On that particular day, 6ix9ine was working out at an LA Fitness in Florida until some goons at the gym spotted him, followed him into the bathroom, and started jumping him. The guys didn't really say much, it was just on sight once they saw him. 6ix9ine tried to fight off the combatants, but there were too many of them, beating him to a pulp before fleeing. So, what do you think about rappers being confronted by thugs? Are there certain rappers who simply can't be intimidated and don't care? Which rappers do you think would be the hardest to press? Do you think it's justified for rappers to be pressed by these goons in their cities, or are these goons just taking things too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, check out this other one too. Thanks for watching.